Have you ever chased a dream so big, only to find yourself stuck, not moving, paralyzed by an invisible wall? Today, we're going to break that wall down, brick by brick. Meet Ethan, a regular guy from a sleepy town with a heart full of dreams. Every night, he'd whisper promises to himself. Tomorrow, I'll wake up early. Tomorrow, I'll start building my future. But when morning came, he hit snooze again and again. Sound familiar? It's not just Ethan's story. It's mine. Maybe it's yours too. We label it laziness, but what if that's a lie we've been told and believed? In the next few minutes, you're going to discover the real reason you're stuck, and more importantly, how to finally break free. Let's dive in. They told you that you're lazy. They told you that you just don't have the drive. But what if they were wrong? What if the real enemy has been hiding inside you all along? Quiet, sneaky, and invisible. Most people think laziness is about weakness, about not caring enough. But science tells a different story. Our brains are wired for survival, not success. It craves comfort, it avoids pain. And chasing your dreams, that feels a lot like danger. Every uncomfortable step toward growth, your mind screams, stop, go back to what's safe. It's not that you're lazy. You're protecting yourself from discomfort, from failure, from rejection, even when it costs you the life you truly want. Picture Sarah. She always dreamed of running a marathon. Every evening, she'd tell herself, tomorrow, I'll wake up early and start training. But when the sun rose, Sarah stayed in bed. It wasn't because she was lazy. It wasn't because she didn't want it enough. It was because stepping outside meant facing hard questions. What if I can't finish? What if everyone sees me fail? Fear of discomfort turned her dream into a distant hope, and that's how dreams die. Not from laziness, but from the fear of hurting along the way. The truth is, you are not broken. You are not lazy. You are protecting yourself from discomfort because your mind thinks it's helping you survive. But here's the twist. Growth lives in discomfort. Success lives in discomfort. The life you dream of, it's waiting just on the other side of fear. And every time you step through discomfort, no matter how small, you rewire your brain to choose courage over comfort. So the real question isn't, how do I stop being lazy? It's, how do I stop running from discomfort? And that journey starts right now. Intentions are beautiful. They make us feel good. They whisper promises of change, of growth, of new beginnings. But intentions without action, they're just beautifully decorated cages, keeping you exactly where you are. Tomorrow thinking is the most dangerous lie we tell ourselves. It feels responsible, it feels hopeful, but it's actually a sophisticated form of procrastination. Your brain gets a dopamine hit just by planning to change. You feel productive without ever taking a step. And the longer you live in I'll start tomorrow, the more normal it feels to never start at all. Intention without immediate action creates a feedback loop of disappointment and guilt. You don't just lose time, you lose trust in yourself. Take Alex, for example. He dreamed of writing a novel. Every night, he'd outline chapters in his head. He even bought a fancy journal and expensive pens. But the first page, it stayed blank. Not because Alex lacked ideas, not because he wasn't passionate, because writing meant facing discomfort. What if it's terrible? What if I'm not good enough? So he lived in the comfort of, I'll start tomorrow. And tomorrow never came. Dreams don't die because we stop caring. They die because we keep postponing. The smallest real action, today, is worth more than the grandest intention, tomorrow. Even one messy page written today, even one shaky step toward your dream right now, is infinitely more powerful than a lifetime of planning. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present. So if waiting for the perfect moment is a trap, how do you actually move forward, even when discomfort screams at you to stop? The answer is hidden in the smallest actions you take every single day. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your compass. It points directly at the place where you are meant to grow. When you feel the burn of discomfort, when fear creeps into your chest, when doubt whispers in your ear, that's not a signal to stop. It's a signal that you're touching the edge of your comfort zone, the place where real transformation begins. Most people feel that burn and pull away instantly. Like touching a flame, they recoil, believing the pain means danger. But in truth, that little flame, it's the ignition of your true potential. Discomfort isn't there to punish you. It's there to forge you. Think about Emma. She dreamed of starting her own bakery. The first day she opened her tiny shop, barely anyone walked in. She stood behind the counter, heart racing, wondering, did I make a huge mistake? Every no sale, every awkward glance, every slow afternoon felt like a little flame burning her skin. But Emma didn't pull away. She leaned in. She used those quiet days to perfect her recipes, to decorate her shop, to connect with the few customers she had. Today, that same bakery has a line out the door every weekend because Emma understood the burn wasn't a sign to quit, it was a sign to persist. Every time you feel discomfort chasing your dream, remember this is your flame test. Will you pull away or will you lean in? The pain of growth is temporary. The pain of regret lasts forever. Let the flame burn. Let it shape you. Let it remind you that you are alive and that your dream is worth every step through the fire. But leaning into discomfort isn't just about grand gestures. Sometimes it's the tiny steps, the small wins each day that rebuild your life. And that's exactly what we'll uncover next. Everyone wants the big breakthrough. But the truth is, massive success isn't built in a day. It's built in the tiny, invisible victories you win when no one is watching. You don't overcome laziness by fighting massive battles. You defeat it, one tiny decision at a time. Each small action, a 2-minute walk, a 5-minute journaling session, a single healthy meal, chips away at the old identity holding you back. These wins are so small, they feel insignificant. But stacked together, day after day, they become unstoppable momentum. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, calls this the 1% rule. Get just 1% better every day, and in a year, you'll be 37 times better than when you started. Tiny wins change your life because they change who you believe you are. Take Josh, for example. He wanted to get fit, but instead of setting crazy goals like run 10 miles a day, Josh started tiny. Day 1, he put on his sneakers and walked to the mailbox. Day 2, he walked 2 minutes around the block. Day 10, he jogged his first quarter mile. Fast forward 1 year, and Josh completed his first 5K race. Not because he was superhuman, not because he was never lazy, but because he honored the power of small wins every single day. You don't need a grand revolution. You need a tiny evolution. Consistency beats intensity every time. Because the real enemy isn't a lack of passion, it's a lack of patience for slow, steady progress. When you celebrate your small wins, you train your brain to associate effort with reward, and that makes action feel natural instead of exhausting. So now you know, change isn't built in giant leaps. It's crafted in small, imperfect, beautiful steps. But how do you stay motivated long enough to cross the finish line? The answer lies in understanding what real success actually looks like. Dreaming feels good. Doing feels hard. But only one of them changes your life. And it's not the one that happens while you're lying in bed. Success isn't a lightning strike. It's not a magical moment. It's the silent reward for showing up again and again and again. Dreaming paints beautiful castles in the sky, but doing lays the bricks one painful, imperfect stone at a time. And here's the secret. Most successful people aren't the most talented. They're simply the ones who keep moving, even when no one is cheering, even when it's boring, even when it hurts. Because real success isn't found in dreams, it's forged in daily actions. Take Olivia, for example. She dreamed of opening her own online store. While others were daydreaming about million-dollar brands, Olivia was learning how to write product descriptions, answering customer emails, packaging orders by hand, day after day, month after month. Her early days weren't glamorous, no viral moments, no overnight success. But slowly, steadily, her small store grew. And today, Olivia's business supports her entire family. Not because she had the biggest dream, but because she was willing to do the smallest work. Dreams inspire, but only doing transforms. Every small, awkward, uncelebrated action is a brick in the empire you're building. Success is never about waiting for the right feeling. It's about choosing action, especially when you don't feel ready. You don't need to dream bigger. You need to move faster. Move now. Move imperfectly. So today, don't just dream about the life you want. Take one step toward it, because the life you're dreaming of is already waiting for the you who dares to move. Today, you discovered a truth most people never realize. You are not lazy. You are stronger than your fears. And success isn't about grand gestures. It's about tiny, relentless steps forward. You don't have to wait for the perfect plan. You don't have to wait for the perfect day. You just have to move, even when it's messy, especially when it's uncomfortable. Right now, your dream is waiting for you. It's not in some distant future. It's not hidden in a perfect version of yourself. It's right here, right now, in the small step you choose to take today. Because the life you want is built one brave choice at a time. So here's your challenge. Pick one action, tiny, doable, and real. Send that email. Take that first walk. Write that messy first page. And if you found even one idea today that sparked something inside you, hit that like button to let me know you're stepping forward. Drop a comment and tell me, what's your first small win going to be? And hey, if you're ready to keep building momentum, make sure you subscribe. We've only just begun this journey together. Until next time, keep moving forward, keep choosing courage over comfort, and never forget, your dreams aren't waiting for a perfect you. They're waiting for the real you, the one who dares to begin.